Welcome to this explainer. Now be honest with me for a second. Have you ever thought of self-control as this grueling, exhausting test of willpower? If you have, prepare to have your mind completely changed today. We are going to take the concept of discipline and completely reframe it. We're going to take it from being a moral struggle, a battle of good versus bad, and turn it into a highly solvable engineering problem. Let's dive right in.
So, why do we absolutely hate discipline? Look, if you've ever felt guilty or kind of hated yourself for failing to stick to a plan, the truth is your struggle isn't a character flaw. It's literally a biological default. We're walking around every single day, operating with ancient hardware in a modern world. Your brain isn't broken, it's just hopelessly outdated for the tasks you're asking it to do right now.
And this brings us to a massive, game-changing insight from James Clear's book, Atomic Habits. He reveals a huge secret. Real discipline does not come from force, it comes from design. Highly consistent people don't fight their brains with motivational quotes or sheer brute force. They don't just try harder than the rest of us. Instead, they just manipulate their environment. They rely on intelligent design, not exhausting force. Which brings us to Section 1, the biology of laziness. Let's take a quick look under the hood at our evolutionary programming. There is a massive evolutionary mismatch going on right now. Your inner hunter-gatherer brain literally wants you to stay on the couch and scroll TikTok for fast dopamine. Because historically speaking, conserving energy is what kept you alive. Sitting still meant surviving. But modern society? It demands you act like a resilient supercomputer, maintaining long-term focus, delaying gratification, outputting constant productivity. It's a completely rigged game. Your biology is actively fighting your ambition.
So, the absolutely crucial concept here is cognitive ease. When you choose an easy distraction over going to the gym or sitting down to study, your brain isn't being irrational. It isn't even being lazy. It is simply prioritizing cognitive ease. It's choosing the most efficient path of least resistance, doing exactly what millions of years of evolution designed it to do. It's trying to save your energy for a saber-toothed tiger that, well, just isn't coming.
And that leads us to Section 2, environment over willpower. Relying constantly on willpower is a battle you will eventually lose to mental fatigue, every single time. So we need to shift our focus to choice architecture. Stop trying to strengthen your moral muscles and start acting as the architect of your choices. This concept basically dictates that we naturally gravitate toward whatever is closest, most accessible, and most visible in our immediate surroundings. You are the architect, and your environment is dictating your behavior. Let's see how this actually works in the real world with the famous cafeteria water bottle study. Researchers literally just moved the water to the front to make it highly visible and pushed the soda to the back to make it less accessible. The result? Water consumption spiked, soda dropped instantly. No motivational speeches, no health campaigns, no rules. Just simple environmental design. When the healthy decision becomes the simplest option in the room, the brain naturally follows without putting up a fight. The practical application for you is beautifully simple. You have to set traps against your own laziness. Seriously, want to read more? Toss the open book right on your pillow so you practically have to move it to go to sleep. Want to work out in the morning? Put your clothes right next to your alarm clock across the room. You are engineering your space so the right behavior takes drastically less energy than the wrong one. You're making the good habit the ultimate path of least resistance. Moving right along to Section 3, the habit stacking strategy, how we can hijack our automations. What if you could go beyond just removing obstacles and actively hijack the routines your brain already runs on autopilot? That's habit stacking. Step 1, identify something you already do every single day without even thinking about it. Pouring coffee, brushing your teeth, whatever. Step 2, attach a tiny, specific new action right after it. Say, meditating for just 2 minutes. Step 3 is where the magic happens, neural coupling. Your brain firmly connects those two actions, completely bypassing the mental resistance usually required to just get started. It's brilliant. Next up, Section 4, the 4 laws of change, or how to fix poor design. If you're still procrastinating, remember, it's not laziness, it's a symptom of a poorly designed system. We fix that by applying the 4 invisible laws of behavior change. Let's say you want to redesign a study routine. First, make it obvious. Leave the book already open on the desk. Second, make it attractive. Start with your absolute favorite coffee or playlist. Third, make it easy. Commit to studying for literally just 5 minutes to kill that starting friction. And fourth, make it satisfying. Visually check off your progress for a fast dopamine-fueled reward. You're deliberately smoothing out the path. So the very next time you find yourself avoiding a tough task, ask yourself these diagnostic questions. Is the action obvious? Is it attractive? Is it genuinely easy to start? Is it giving me a reward? Use your answers to fix the design flaw in your environment instead of beating yourself up and feeling guilty. The system is broken, guys, not you.
And finally, Section 5, the ultimate identity shift. This is the ultimate change.
Engineering your environment leads us to this harsh, but honestly liberating truth. You don't actually need to like the process or even feel motivated to become a disciplined person. Highly consistent people don't rely on endless desire. They abandon the fragile realm of motivation, which depends entirely on your mood, the weather, how much sleep you got, and they build their lives in the reliable realm of systems, where action becomes inevitable, even on their absolute worst days.
James Clear brutally hits the nail on the head here. You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. Think about that. Your future isn't defined by vision boards or momentary bursts of inspiration at 2 in the morning. It's defined entirely by the automated daily habits you inevitably fall back on when you are exhausted and running on empty.
Because what you are really building here is a brand new identity. Discipline isn't the end goal, it's just a side effect of knowing exactly who you are. Your identity shapes your habits, and executing those habits reinforce your identity. It's a cycle. True transformation happens when those small, effortless actions compound. Every single 2-minute action you take is literally a vote. It's a signal to your brain that you are simply the kind of person who does what needs to be done.
So right here, right now, stop punishing yourself for lacking willpower. Cast your first vote for new identity by engineering a better system. What is the very first habit you are going to redesign today? Pick just one small thing, manipulate your environment, and let the system do the heavy lifting for you. Are you going to keep fighting millions of years of biology? Or will you design a life where your success is practically on autopilot? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and I'll see you next time.